Police moved quickly after a freelance photographer was bear sprayed near a homeless camp in Abbotsford. Fortunately, the photographer did manage to record the attack and post footage to YouTube.
You're in a public place.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's against the law to take our picture without our fucking...
No, it's
Don't
not.
fucking touch me, man. Fucking swear to God. Fuck off.
Constable Ian McDonald joins us over Skype. Ian, what's the latest in this case?
Right. So first and foremost, a 39-year-old woman was arrested yesterday, just moments after the bear spray attack. She was arrested without incident. She's an individual who is known to Abbotsford police, although we haven't had a lot of interaction involving weapons or violence in the past. Christina Violet Bentley is the individual who now has been charged with assault with a weapon. And the only thing that I'd like to say is the behavior that was engaged in is criminal. That's why we arrested her. That's why charges have been sworn. We don't feel that she is representative of the homeless community, and I don't know that she is purporting to be a representative of the homeless community. She happened to come out of that camp, but it wouldn't matter where you come from. It wouldn't matter what you call home. The act in and of itself, the behavior in and of itself, using a weapon against another person, is going to be criminal. And so that's why we proceeded with the investigation and subsequently with the arrest and now the charges.
Ian, for everyone wondering, what are the laws when it comes to taking someone's picture in public without their consent?
Right. So I think that some people would obviously take umbrage to, their image being captured or their privacy being compromised in some way. We have to all acknowledge that if you're in a public place, it doesn't matter if you're a police officer in uniform, if you're a firefighter, if you work for the province, or if you're a cameraman, if you're in a public place, you're fair game. And I think in this day and age with technology, in the recognition that it doesn't matter if you go into your local coffee shop or if you're in the mall, your image is being captured. It's almost just part of the process. In a public place, public means it's everybody's place. And so people within limitations are free to do as they please, including take photographs and video images. The exceptions to that are going to be when you trend towards things like, let's say, the creepy guy down at the water park who's taking pictures of children. That clearly isn't what was taking place yesterday. The videographer in this case was across the street from the camp, was in a public place, and wasn't looking to capture any specific individual's image. In fact, he was just looking for that panoramic shot of the camp itself. Earlier, prior to this incident, he had an interview with an individual who willingly participated in that interview, and it went well. The other fact that I think people need to be aware of is that there was a print reporter that was there 2 hours before the incident, and she was essentially accosted and treated similarly to this camera person, although she wasn't sprayed. And so, again, she was dealt with belligerently. She was essentially chased away, and she was threatened with bear spray. We will be interviewing her with more detail later, and we'll have to determine if additional charges are warranted. But what you can see is over a 2.5-hour time frame, at least 2 members of the media who were essentially just in the area. They weren't opening tents, they weren't walking through or moving people's belongings. They were on the other side of the road looking to do their job and report on what's going on, and for whatever reason they were essentially accosted.